Hey guys, Julie here. I'm out with Freya. She's in a downstay behind me. We're just out on our daily walk. It's gotten a little chilly. I got my winter coat on already. Freya is such a sweet girl. Her owner said that she is literally the nicest dog that they've ever had in their whole life. However, she did not listen. Everything she came knowing, but it was always whether she wanted to listen or not. And that makes things very frustrating. You can't do anything off leash. You never know whether she's going to listen to you when safety depends on it. She might have something in her mouth. She might not be coming when called when it's dangerous not to. She rushes out of open doors, doesn't listen. So we've got her trained up on the e-collar. So her family's going to have a much safer and more fulfilling life knowing that Freya is reliable and can listen even off leash and at a distance. So here's an example. This is the downstay. So I put her in a down, I told her stay, and I can walk away. I can walk a great distance away from her, and I can know that she's not gonna just get up and walk away. And when I call her, she's going to come to me, right? So I could be checking my mail, I could be stopping to check my phone, I could be stopping on the trail and letting people pass, and I know my dog has a rock solid downstay. Now let me show you some other things we've been working on. The recall. Getting her to come to me no matter what, sit and stay. Our walk, getting her to walk nicely next to me. These are all just a couple things that we've been working on over the past week and a half, 2 weeks. Let me show you. Let's talk about the recall command. How are we going to get her from point A to point B, which is right here, without saying a single word, just by hitting a button on the remote? It's that T button. It's by itself on the collar. When you press that, it beeps by her ear. She's trained to hear that and find her human and come sit or down somewhere at their feet. You can also pair this with the verbal COME, but you don't have to, because when she hears that, that's her cue to come find you and come sit. Watch. Good girl. Sit. What a good girl. Very good girl. She comes and sits right here, and from here I can either release her, I could tell her to stay, or I could say heel and start walking. Stay. What a good girl. Now let me show you the join up. I'm gonna beep my button, beeps by her ear, she comes over to me, but instead of having her sit her down, I'm gonna turn and tell her heel. So we're joining up into a heel. Come, there's that beep, heel. We join up in our walk. Now we're in an off-leash heel. Let's talk about position. The heel command is at my left side, slightly behind, so that she's following my left leg. If she's pushing up here, she cannot follow me. She has to be behind me. So there's all different kinds of things I can do to make sure she stays behind me. So if she starts lagging too far behind, I'm gonna tap my tone to get her to close the gap. If she starts veering out to the left, I'm also gonna tap my tone. That's gonna have her close the gap. If she starts going too far forward, I'm going to actually use my stem, press and hold it until she moves herself back, and then I release it. She's in a perfect position right now. When I stop, she should stop. If she doesn't sit, I can tell her to sit. What a good girl. Stay. Down. Good girl. So nice to see her listening. Freya. Break. Yeah, good girl.